Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to TTC seminar, midterm seminar every year. This is like an annual event. So welcome. Now today we'll do something very special. Number one, we will discuss about the exam format. Okay, let me guide you a bit about our seminar. So within this 1 hour, 30 minutes, maybe I will extend, maybe it depends on how. But during this seminar, we will go through the exam format because you guys are Form 1, lack of experience. So I will explain what is the exam format and show you some example of the questions and the answering technique. That is the very important thing. Oh. So exam format, answering technique, and next one is we will go through this thing. It's not short notes. Can I ask you guys to help me to change it? It's not short notes. The isi kandungan there. It should be called checklist. Because if I say short notes, right, you guys will be like, "Ayo, teacher, your short notes so short, why me?" See, it's not even a notes. Are you with me? Okay. Now annual event. Okay, I'm just saying it's an annual thing means every year we will have this seminar. So it's like every year. That's why you can go Google. You can go search about it lah. That's not important. Come back here. Teacher, why got no notes? Listen, I explain lah. That's why you need to give me explain. So listen, everybody, this year, this year, as I said, this year we are doing very special. We don't want to give you guys notes. And it's not that I'm not guiding you. I'm still teaching you and guiding you. But I feel like a lot of times, student, you always read notes. You always read textbook. You read a lot. But ended up, you still fail your exam. Why? You read so many things, you see. Your school teacher teach you the nota, teach you the textbook. You balik rumah also read the textbook. And then you come to tuition, you also read our nota. But you still can't score. And yet you still tell me, teacher, I don't know how to answer the question. Teacher, I scared. Why? It's because you're not familiar with the questions. That's why we give you the checklist. Like, that's the notes. That's the notes. The checklist is to guide you all how to prepare your exam and then jump to the question already. Don't keep reading it. Because sometimes you read so many, so what? You read a lot and then you still can't score. It's because you don't know how to write. I understand you need to memorize the keywords, but you see, which one is the keyword? Do you know? So many words, so many points, So what should you write? What should you memorize first? Are you with me? So I feel like you need to do latihan. I understand you guys will say, teacher, but I don't know what's the keyword, how to write. That's why I'm teaching you the way, slowly, bit by bit, don't kanjong. I feel like you guys, young generation, you guys are so kanjong. You want everything fast. Don't so fast, slow. I explain the exam format first. Okay? Now, exam format, some of you already know. Some of you might not know, or maybe you're not so sure. So I will say it's very important for you to know the exam format, sorry. Okay? Because as I said, you need to familiar. You need to know how the way teacher asks you. You see, a lot of you, when you just read the notes, right, you guys will ask me this question one. Teacher, then my physical class always ask me one. Teacher, this one will they ask in essay? Teacher, do we need to memorize this one? Teacher, how many points we need to memorize? How many points we need to memorize? You see, why you ask all these questions? Because you are not familiar with your exam format. And why I able to answer your question? Okay, number one, of course, I'm a teacher lah. Okay, I need to answer. Number two, is because I'm familiar with your exam format. I know your exam style, how does it look like? It's not because I'm smart. It's not because I hardworking, I read a lot. No, it's because I know the questions. I practice it. So that's why you need to practice. You need to know your exam format. Now, within your Sejarah paper is only got one paper lah. So meaning you only got one time exam only. So Sejarah paper, you only got one paper, 2 hours paper. Within these 2 hours, you need to settle bahagian A, bahagian B, and bahagian C. Bahagian A, 20 objective questions. Bahagian B, 4 subjective questions. So subjective in this case is referring to structure. And then this subjective bahagian C, 2 subjective question. This one is referring to essay. What we call essay. Are you with me? Now, this part, bahagian A, 20 question you need to answer all. Semua. Jawab semua soalan. Bahagian B, 4 structure question, also semua soalan. Everything. Okay? Bahagian C, they will give you 2 questions and you just need to answer 1. Are you guys with me? Objective means the ABCD lah. Yeah lah, the circle thing ah. That's what we call objective. You also mentioned this one, right? When you are from 1. I don't feel like this is a new thing for you all. So, objective. But this 2 is the one that writing. That's why it's called subjective. And the reason why I call them structure and essay, because the marks is different. This one, 4 question, 40 marks, meaning each question is 10 marks. This one, 2 question, you just need to answer one. So the 1 question worth 20 marks. This one, the marks allocated more. Normally, structure question is 2 to 4 marks. Normally, essay question is 6 to 8 marks. Sometimes got 4 marks, but seldom. Most of the time is 6 to 8 marks. 6 hingga 8 essay. Lebih banyak sikit. That's why I call it as essay. Just you need to give 1 or 2 extra points. This one is 2 to 4 points. So within 2 hours, you need to complete everything. Is it easy to complete everything? I would say it's not easy lah. For you guys are not easy. Definitely it's not easy. Because number 1, you need to write everything in BM. Okay, everything is conducted in BM. So memang is already challenging for some of you here if your BM is not good. And number 2, you need to write so many things. So that's why everybody, I'm not here to scare you, but I'm just telling you the reality. The real thing, the real stuff. So that's the reason why stop reading. I mean, I'm not asking you don't read. You need to read, but don't just stay there. Don't just stop at reading. You need to practice because look at the time. Within 2 hours, you need to write so many things. Are you ready to do all these things? That's the reason why I give you latihan more than notes. And some of you here, you are actually not a reading person. What I mean not a reading person means the more you read, the more you feel discouraged. The more you read, the more you feel lost. That's the reason why today I give you a checklist to guide you, to make sure you stay on track. Don't off track. Follow. Okay? Now everybody, so total you got this paper is the 80 marks. Then you convert become 100 lah. You don't know how to convert, ask your math tutor. This paper is 80 marks only. And then you convert it, become 100 marks. Okay? That's all. That's the thing here. Everybody, I guess good? So far, so good? For the exam format. I guess good? Clear? Now, everybody will clear. Now, you see, I want to emphasize the time because a lot of people, they don't know the time. They thought that they got a lot of time to do. So that's why they spend a lot of time on doing objective. Macam choosing like, what is their favorite food like this, or they choose very slow one. So when you know that it's 2 hours, you need to allocate your time wisely. Use your time wisely to answer every single part. I guess clear? Okay. Now, because it's your very first time, so let me show you some example of structure question, what we call the bahagian B question and the bahagian C question. Now, normally they will give you like A, B, C like that. Okay? Normally it's A, B, C lah. Sometimes got A, B, C, D like parts. But most of the time, normally it's A, B, C. And then you look at the question here. Structure is only 10 marks. Remember, bahagian B structure total is 10 marks per question. So you can see the marks, how they allocate. Like 2 marks, 4. 2, 4, 4. 2, 4, 4 total is 10, no? 10, no? 10 marks there. Everybody, can you see here? So can you see the question number 1? I mean, I want to... Wait, let me adjust. Yep. I think I put like that better. Can see, right, everybody? Now, everybody, this is talking about sumber sejarah. This is talking about your sumber sejarah. So it's actually your chapter 1. Your chapter 1. Remember we talked about sejarah, and sumber sejarah means information, history, the source of history. Yes, the information, source of information. So they give you the question here, A and B. Okay, they give you the question here, A and B. And they want you to what? Can you see the question here? Number 1, they want you to compare. Bandingkan. Now, to be honest, sometimes you read the question, right? You don't understand. Example like this one, bandingkan kedua-dua jenis sumber sejarah tersebut. Do you, okay, maybe some of you actually don't understand bandingkan, right? But I believe you know what is sumber sejarah, right? So they're asking you what are the types of sumber sejarah. And you don't know what to do. You don't know whether they ask you explain or doing something. Look at the marks. I'm teaching you the real technique, you see. Sometimes your teacher will use some difficult Malay words. Don't scare yourself. You don't panic. Don't, like this. Oh my God, very difficult. I failed already. Chill, chill. Look at the question first. You know it's asking you about the jenis sumber sejarah above these two. They want you to tell me. And it's 4 marks. Meaning you need to identify this is what sumber, this is what sumber. And then you tell me the characteristics or explain about this sumber. Are you guys with me? Yeah. So actually the compare, it's not like a very difficult thing. Compare is asking you to explain. Just you need to explain these 2 things. That's why they use the word compare. Understand? They want you to compare, means like you explain these 2 things. So A, can you see the A? So I say that A is sumber secunda. So here I get 1 mark. And then I say that this sumber secunda is already diolah, already diterbit. Sumber secunda, second information ma. Remember sumber sejarah? Second information means what? Already edited, already changed, already diterbitkan. There's a T over there. Can you guys help me to edit it? Telah diterbitkan. Serta telah tersebar. Is ready to share to the public. Here, you get 3 marks there. Can you see here? I mentioned that it is a sumber secunda full stop. And I start to talk about the characteristics. I say that sumber tersebut or sumber ini telah diolah, diterbitkan, serta tersebar kepada umum. You can also separate it. I know some school teacher, they say 1.1 sentence. So this one is 1 point. This one another point. Separate. So you say sumber tersebut telah diolah dan diterbitkan full stop. Sumber tersebut tersebar kepada umum. Full stop. Simple sentence will do. Now how about B? B is sumber primer, the primer information. Point number 4. And you need to tell me it is original, bersifat asli, and then is not yet edit or diterbitkan dan belum ditafsir. So everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The bersifat asli is considered 1 point. Belum diolah, diterbitkan, belum ditafsir, another 1 point. So not yet edit, not yet published, not yet explained. Means no one go and change the original meaning. It's still at the original state. Understand? Belum diolah. Diolah. Belum means not yet. Diolah means like someone go and edited it and everything. I mentioned already, diolah means go and change the information. No one go and change it. It's still at the original state. You good? Look at this one. This one is already edited. You can change the picture. You can change the alignment, everything. I'm showing you how many marks was given. Listen. I'm showing you how many marks was given. Whether you want to mark it or not, should we mark to show teacher this is your answer? Huh? What do you mean? Are you trying to say all these things? I highlighted it is to show you. Guys, you know what page I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at page number 1. And this is a contoh soalan, meaning this is the answer. You should write to your teacher. But this is not my answer. This is what you should write for your teacher. Are you with me? I'm guiding you because some of you are very weak in BM. So I'm guiding you how to write the sentence. Okay? So everybody total here got 6 points. 6 marks lah, that's why. You tell me the two sumber and the huraian. Okay? And then now, the question here. Berikan dua sumber sejarah lain yang bersama jenis dengan A. Now they say A is sumber secondar, the secondary information. Everybody, you see here, they want you to give two other sumber. Dua sumber yang lain. Meaning contoh lah. They want you to give contoh. So you actually can directly write like this. I repeat, because the question is asking you to list out, give. This one is more like an explanation. That's why you need to write sentence. This one is more like giving, state. So senaraikan, nyatakan. To be honest, you can just directly give me the answer. You can just directly give me the answer like this. Buku, majalah, encyclopedia. But I know some of your school teacher, they want full sentence. So you copy paste the whole thing from the question. Not the thing you copy this one Dua sumber sejarah lain yang bersama dengan A ialah buku, majalah, encyclopedia. Okay? Yeah, understand. That's why I say your school teacher mentioned so, then follow. If your school teacher did not mention, you can actually write like this. Are you with me? Always remember, follow your school teacher first, because ultimately, at the end of the day, your school teacher marked the paper. I'm here to guide you the basic way to score. But you know, some teacher, they just want to, Now, you don't blame your teacher, because if I'm your school teacher, I might ask you to do the same thing. You know why? Because your handwriting is so ugly. Sorry. Some of you your handwriting really cannot read, It's cannot readable. It's not readable. So that's the reason why your teacher wants you to copy the full sentence, put the penanda wacana, 1.1 sentence. Why your teacher got all these rules? It's actually to train you guys. It's to train you all. Okay? Are you guys clear? Everybody? Now, let's look at this one here for bahagian C. Now, this is what we call kebat. This is what we call kebat. Okay? Now, again, some teacher, they are quite chill when they teach the kebat question, right? Example like this question. This question is asking you what is the suggestion to protect. What is the suggestion to protect the sumber sejarah negara? Memelihara, and memelihara means protect. Okay? So what's the suggestion you can give? Meaning, what you need to tell the teachers, what do you suggest to do to protect the sumber sejarah? Now, if your teacher did not mention any specific comment, you can just give me all this answer. Just give me whatever you remember. Like, how do we protect all this sumber sejarah, all this information? You can say we keep it in the museum. You can say the government should give financial support. Keep it in the museum, point number 1. Give financial support so that, like, you need to understand, guys, protect all this info, or all this data, or repair, restore, maintenance. All this you need money. Really, guys, all this you need money. So that's why the government should give bantuan kewangan. Number 3, to protect more resources, to protect more information, we need to have more museum. And point number 4, we need to promote and telling the crowds about all this sejarah, sumber sejarah. Mempromosi sumber sejarah negara di peringkat antarabangsa. Are you guys good? Are you guys clear? Now, if your school teacher did not mention anything, you can just directly give me all these cadangan, the langkah-langkah and the steps. I know some of your school teacher, they got their special requests. You do for your teacher. The common one is their teacher asking student to write fakta, huraian. Actually, contoh sometimes is very hard to give contoh. Let me be really honest with you. Sometimes you write kebat question, right? It's very hard to give contoh. So that's why I see most of the teachers, they're asking students to write fakta, huraian. If your teacher say contoh, then follow him. Contoh lah. Tapi not everyone. I'm saying that. Like this now morning session, they didn't tell me got contoh. I'm also quite surprised. I realize some teachers. But let me tell you the reason why your teacher asking you to write fakta huraian or contoh, you know. Now, normally teacher asks to write fakta huraian. You look at the marks, guys. Why I tell you why your teacher asks you to do this format? It's because you see, total 4 marks. If you give me one fakta, one huraian, 2 marks. Then you give me another set of fakta, another set of huraian, 4 marks already. Are you with me? So your teacher don't want you to think so many points. Your teacher just wants you to focus on one point. Okay, you give me one idea and then you elaborate. And then if possible, you give me contoh. And then you give a conclusion. Are you guys good? Wait lah. I answer one question first. Hey guys, some of you here, you don't ask me BM what can Because really guys, my focus here is to sejarah, to teach sejarah, not translating every single Malay word for you. So if you really cannot understand some certain Malay words, example like antarabangsa, international, you not confirm, can you confirm with your AI? You got technology today, so you can confirm after that. What I care the most is the keyword here, like promosi, all these words. Can I? Hope you understand. It's not that I ignore you or what. It's just that because I have more important things I need to focus. So let me continue the sentence here. Let me continue the explanation here. The reason why your teacher wants you to write fakta huraian contoh or maybe fakta huraian is because you see 4 marks. And you just need to give me 2 fakta, means 2 points, 2 idea. And then you based on this idea, you elaborate, okay lah? You don't need to squeeze out so many points for your teachers. So actually your teachers is making your life easier. Because not everybody got the creativity and got the K-BAT, you know. So that's why everybody, are you guys with me? Now you understand the reason why your teacher asked you to do so. It's not because she wanted the format. It's to help you cut down your workload. So I show an example. I use back my answer here. Okay? I use back my answer here. Menyimpan museum. So that, guys, imagine this is your fakta. The reason, how do we protect our sumber sejarah? We can menyimpan sumber di museum. Okay, this is your fakta. Can you guys elaborate by telling me why we need to keep it in the museum? Why do we need to keep it in the museum? What is the huraian? Come on, why do we keep in the museum? Why don't we keep in the house? Why don't we keep in some random place? Why keep in museum? Safer, so that people can see, supaya selamat, so that people can see, oh, that's a good one. You can say so that people can see and refer. It can also be safe. Yeah, it's actually to protect the sumber sejarah. It is complete. So to me, for me, you know how I write? I will say, sumber sejarah dapat dipelihara. Dipelihara means what? Being protected dengan selamat dan, for me, I would say sempurna. Safe and complete. I mean, better than they, living outside there, don't know later pass it to who, later disappear or maybe broken or destroyed already. Or some students, they even tell me, supaya tidak akan musnah. Supaya tidak akan hilang also can lah. It doesn't disappear, it doesn't destroy. Okay, you can also say that, then you can give me contoh lor. If you want contoh, you can say contohnya. Artifact disimpan di museum supaya generasi muda dapat apa? How do we say visit? This one my BM not that good already. supaya generasi muda dapat uh, uh, what ya? Let me think about it. Supaya menjadi there's a word for it. No. Supaya there's a word for it. Menjadi something kan. No, it's not menghayati. Let me think. Don't stress me. Generasi muda. Menjadi rujukan I would say rujukan If you guys cannot write like this, then don't write like this. See, if you cannot write all these Malay words, don't write. You just write that, disimpan di museum supaya generasi muda dapat menghayati sejarah. Or you can say melihat sumber sejarah. Okay? Menghayati. Oh, you guys are so good with the menghayati. Then okay lah. So you can say supaya generasi muda menghayati our sejarah. I think I will use the word menghayati. Because that's what you learn, right? Okay? Now, everybody, I believe your BM is not that bad. I believe you guys can write at least simple sentence. Okay? So, when you don't know the Malay words, don't write. You write the one that you know. Okay? Are you guys clear? This is one of the example. This is structure. Structure, actually, your teacher can give you marks when you write like, what we call point form, short answer like this. Okay, one. No worries. Your exam, your teacher, okay, one. Now, this is structure. Are you guys good? Take a screenshot it. Screenshot or maybe you copy it down. Now, if you guys are all good, shall we move on? 3, 2, 1. Are you guys good? Hello, everybody. Sorry, are you guys good? Can I move on? Can I? Yes, okay. Now, this is the essay. Normally, essay, the marks given will be more. Okay? It can be 488 or maybe 668. I repeat. It can be 488 or 668. Always remember, in total, it's 20 marks. Now, listen here. In your essay, example, this is your chapter 2, yeah? When you see Zaman Air Batu is chapter 2, okay, this is one of the typical question here. They ask you, can you give me the 4 stage of the Zaman Air Batu? So actually, because the question is senaraikan, senaraikan means what? List out. So when they ask you to list out, right, actually you can directly give me the 4 answers. Okay, you can just directly write like this. But some teachers, some school teacher lah, they want you to form sentence. Then you form sentence lah. Yang pertama ialah meosen, kedua pliosen, ketiga plestosen, holosen. Oh. Okay, everybody, I guess good. I know this one I typo. Come on, let's change this. And then keempat missing another E. Everybody, I hope you guys remember your ice age, MPPH, meosen, pliosen, plestosen. Are you guys good? Everybody okay? Yep. Now, this one, everybody, you know how to score. Now, let's look at the second part here. Now, the second part here, this is talking about kesan perubahan yang berlaku pada zaman air batu akhir. Oh, this is something hard. Okay, let's recap a little bit about Ice Age. As you all know, Ice Age got 4 stage. And 4 stage means that they experience different situation, condition, the weather, the water level, the living things, their lifestyle, everything different, correct? Yes or no, everybody? So can we revision here? Now, so right now we are talking about the Zaman Air Batu akhir. Akhir means what? At the end. At the end of the Ice Age, what are the kesan and perubahan? Explain it. Explain. What are the kesan perubahan? Meaning you know there's something changed. And what is the impact? I repeat, at the end of the ice age, you need to tell me what happened here. What happened to the weather? The ice age temperature is getting hot, correct? And then you need to tell me that, oh, the water level rising up because the ice melted. I guess good. So you need to know what's the impact. What is the kesan, 后果? So number one, you see what I write? I write that glacier happened at Alaska. And then I say that the ice melted and the ice fall from the tanah tinggi. So this is what we call the fakta and the huraian. Number two, water level rising up. And then you need to tell me how deep is the water, the sea level, the 100 meters. Fakta, huraian. And number three, tasik and sungai, the lake and the river. Because right now the water level rising up, right? See, it's getting hot. Ice melt, glacier. Water level rise up. Kenaikan paras air laut. Kenaikan. You need to remember the word. And then terbentuk tasik dan sungai. Because the water level rising up, that's why we got the water there. So the lake and the river. Contoh, tasik Dayam Bunting in Malaysia lah. This one is Malaysia. You want to write Great Lakes at Canada also can. So this is the faktor yang ketiga, huraian yang ketiga. And point number four, animal extinct. That's why you no longer see mammoth. Good. Some of you give me the answer. Oh, wait. I want to edit this words. Point number five, iklim suhu panas. And then keluar dari Afrika. Isn't that contoh? Yes, my dear, but it's still counted as a huraian explanation lah. Okay lah, you want to say contoh lah, tapi you still under 1 mark. Correct? What I mean huraian means that you further elaborate, you further write something to support your fakta. That's why I use it huraian to describe. But yes, it's true. What you meant is correct. Contoh, but it's still worth 1 mark. Are you with me? Everybody here, are you good? Now, guys, what I'm showing you here is, everybody, if you look at your nota or look at your textbook, these are all the points and these are all the elaboration and example. Correct? And can I tell you something? You are not just having one example. You're having a lot of examples. Just like what I said just now. You have two rivers, two lakes. Tasik, Dayam Bunting, and Great Lakes at Canada. Are you with me? So, this is what I'm trying to tell you here. You see, if you just read the notes, right, you will be struggling like with all the example of the contoh and huraian. But if you look at the question, right now you see I show you the question and the answer. You only realize that, oh, actually I just need one contoh. Really, guys, you write one contoh, two contoh, you write the contoh, Tasik, Dayam Bunting, and Great Lakes at Canada. You write two lakes, you think your teacher will give you 2 marks? No, it's only 1 mark. Because that is the contoh mark. It's considered under the same huraian, same one answer. Are you with me? Example like the animal, you give me a lot of animal, you don't expect your teacher give you extra marks. No, it doesn't work that way. Because this is essay. Unless right now the question right now asking you, can you please give me the example of the animals in Ice Age, 4 marks? Okay lah, then 1 mark each. But right now I want you to explain everything. So now you understand what I'm trying to say here. A lot of people, they read because information a lot so overload lor. So that's why they cannot perform in exam. Because they a bit confused already. Oh my god, I remember the marmot and then something. I only remember marmot. The rest I don't remember. Are you with me? So that's why you need to practice writing it out. Example like this one. Kesan pertama, kesan kedua. So you need to start your sentence with kesan. and then the explanation. The kesan and the explanation. I mean, the contoh also consider explanation. Are you guys all good with this one? Now, and then let's look at number C. Part C over there is another kebat. It's another kebat. They're asking you, what can we do to protect the nature? Alam sekitar. So come on, guys. What can we do to protect the nature? I know a lot of students will give me the typical answer. Teacher, organize campaign. Campaign is the last one. I don't like campaign, so I put at the last one. Now, guys, can you see? You can say we organize campaign untuk memberi kesedaran, to give awareness. So, yeah. And then you give me contoh-contoh campaign cintai alam sekitar. Cintai sungai. It can be a contoh lah. But again, guys, you see, I don't follow your school teacher format. I'm not saying that your school teacher format is wrong, but I already told you the idea. The reason why your teacher don't give you the teacher encourage you guys to write fakta huraian, or maybe they force you, is because you don't need to memorize so many points. Okay, so you can say example, like for me, this is my answer here. I said don't throw the rubbish everywhere, or maybe I don't throw the sisa toxic ke dalam sungai. So you see, maybe that's your point. I don't throw sisa toxic ke dalam sungai. So what's your huraian? So that it's not polluting the river, tidak mencemarkan sungai, supaya sungai bersih. They elaborate. And they give me contoh-contoh lah, what they do to make sure they don't throw. Okay? So everybody, this is your answer number 1. I give you the points. What are the methods to protect the nature? Number 1, don't throw rubbish everywhere. Don't throw the sisa toksik ke dalam sungai. Don't pollute the water lah. And number 3, enforce the law. Menguatkan undang-undang. Menguatkuasakan undang-undang. Sorry. Enforce the law. Meaning, if anyone throw rubbish, do something that destroy the nature, catch them. And number 4, hukuman berat. Punish them. Catch them and punish them, so that they don't repeat the same thing. Okay? And then we do the activity gotong royong. Oh my God. Sorry. Activity gotong royong. Okay? Plant more trees. And then we do recycling. Kita semula misrat 3R. Then you can give me contoh. Example, mengamalkan amalan 3R. Reduce, reuse, recycle. And then the last one is campaign. Are you guys clear? So you can choose among all these points here. You can choose 4 fakta, and you give me 4 huraian each. It must be pairing. Are you guys good? That's how you score for exam. Now, everybody, this is your essay question. You can see you need to write a lot, and you need to put everything in one paragraph. You don't need to separate it. You don't need to separate it. Are you guys good? Actually, this one you can continue and continue. You can continue combine everything in one paragraph. But because it's a bit messy lah, so that's why I separated it. Are you guys good? In your exam, you don't need to separate it. Clear? So that is your chapter 1. That is your contoh for the structure and essay. This is how you should write your answer and present it to your school teacher. Now, if everybody, you are good, press 1. Come on. If everybody, you are good, press 1. No questions, all clear? Okay, very good. So, sorry. Can we do latihan now? No, before we go, we need to do the, we need to go through the checklist. I need to teach you how to use the checklist first. Okay? So everybody come, let's look at this one first. Now, we're looking at the checklist. This is not nota. I run a disclaimer a bit. This is not a nota. These are all the important questions that we want you guys to make sure you know how to answer all these questions. You see, after you finish your chapter 1 revision, this is like a checklist for you. Check whether you remember all this meaning. Okay, example, like chapter 1. Chapter 1 is talking about mengenali sejarah. Chapter 1 is talking about mengenali sejarah. So you need to tell me what is the meaning of sejarah. So they will ask you in terms of maksud umum, Dewan, Kamus Dewan, Bahasa Melayu, and Bahasa English. Do you remember all these things? Now, if you say you remember, then you should be able to answer the questions. So guys, what is the general meaning? What is sejarah? Sejarah means what? Everything that is already happened in the past, right? So yeah, you need to explain in Malay. Peristiwa yang berlaku pada masa lalu. So right now, let me show you. Wait, you give me one minute. I do some adjustment here. Eh? So right now, guys, because I want to show you how you should do your revision. Now listen. Now, from now onwards, I will show you two notes like this side by side. So I will show you, you see, this is what on your left is what we call the checklist. These are the checklists that you need to know. And I will show you the example of the question we have on the right hand side here. Okay? Are you guys clear with this one? So you see, for your chapter 1, you don't need to, you can screenshot, guys. You can screenshot the answer because this is your answer sheet. I already uploaded at the folder there. You know where to get the answer sheet, right? For all the seminar subjects. You can go to the link tree again, go to the link, press the link, the place you get the Zoom. So you can also get the PDF file, notes, and answer. So the answer already uploaded. So you can get it later, or you want to press it now also can. But I will suggest you screenshot lah. As later I will go through Now, so example, you see the question 1. 1.1, the most important question is actually the meaning. So you need to know the maksud umum. See the maksud umum here? Maksud umum istilah sejarah. The meaning of sejarah means peristiwa. Peristiwa means incident. Something happened in the past. Berlaku pada masa lalu. One sentence, 1 mark. The meaning of sejarah, Kamus Dewan. Kamus Dewan dictionary almost the same. Sejarah is basically peristiwa yang telah berlaku, yang telah lalu. See? Masa lalu, telah lalu. Masa lalu, telah lalu. Already happened in the past. But you need in the dictionary, they also explain that sejarah is those that already happened, and it's really pernah berlaku pada waktu lampau. In exam, if you don't want to write all these words, it's okay. You can stop by there. Pada waktu lampau means what? Again, in the past. And it's really happened. Not like fake one. Not like made up story. Now, Malay, the language is what? Sejarah, the word is Malay So that's why you need to translate your sejarah word back to Arab language. And can I encourage you guys to write down here? But sejarah berasal daripada perkataan Arab, yaitu syajaratun, full stop. Because this is your teacher wants it. Your teacher wants it like 1.1 sentence, right? Then you say there's a syajaratun, meaning it's a pokok. I guess good. So you need to tell me Malay word sejarah is actually come from the word Arab. And it's syajaratun. Syajaratun means pokok. Like this, you get 2 marks. Now, English is history. And history is talking about cerita tentang seseorang. Now, if you do remember, history also translated from where? History also come from where? There's a word called historia. So it's actually come from Yunani, the Greek. It means penyelidikan, research. Are you guys good? So this is what your teacher teach you, correct? I mean, this is how you should practice yourself. Instead of just reading it, but also writing it out. Writing inside the, so you see, if you didn't write, right, you would think that, wow, you need to memorize so many things. Oh my God, all these Malay words. But actually, remember I said, if you write in exam, you don't need to write so long. Actually, all these Malay words is not important. The kisah, riwayat, tambo. You don't need to write that. You just write pada waktu lampau. You can full stop like that already. But I show you the full answer because I don't know what you plan to write. Because different people got different opinion, am I right? Okay? Now 1.2. Now 1.1, that's all. Now 1.2. 1.2 is about the sejarah one. I know you guys will say, teacher, can you teach? I cannot remember. Don't worry, I got you. Okay, to save some time, guys. To save our time here a bit, okay, because we need to discuss the chapter 2 also later. So can I encourage you guys to go and watch the YouTube video? I recorded a YouTube video at my YouTube channel. I recorded a video for you guys. Got Mandarin and English version. So just in case some of you want Mandarin version, can go and opt for it. Okay. So only that part. The sejarah video is only the part. If I'm not mistaken, my name is putting, I forgot what's my YouTube channel name, but I put the name is called Sejarah Ingin. You click my channel, you just go there, very less video, so you can find it very fast one. Okay, so yes, you can search the toko pandangan toko sejarah one. I explain everything there. I even teach you how to remember, the way how to remember. So all you need to do is after you watch the explanation video, if you are very weak, watch the video whole thing and then write it out. So I'm not going to do the alatea. I'm not going to review the answer to you because the answer already given to you lah. You just need to copy paste. But I want you guys to do it on your own. Take the initiative to go and watch the video. It's only like 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, talking about 5 leaders. I teach you the way how to memorize also. Okay, very easy peasy one. So far so good for 1.1 here. So the 1.1, I'm not going to show you the answer, okay? But you do it on your own. It's something that I want you guys to practice. Okay? Now 1.3, guys, 1.3 is the timeline. It's the timeline. It's about masa silam. Like every time when we say sejarah or a long, long time ago, happened in the past. So you see, we always use the word in the past. Last time. Long, long time ago. Okay, so you see, it's talking about a time in the past. But how do we describe that? So you need to know the meaning of masa silam. Chronology means the timeline. And then I will suggest you guys to write, remember this one. Rang masa sejarah mengikut zaman. Rang masa sejarah mengikut zaman. Zaman means what? Now I zoom up bigger. Now when we say rang masa sejarah, meaning I told you, when we say sejarah in the past, hello, in the past is like, when? What year is that? You understand? So you need a measurement. So you can see we mentioned about 10 years, 20, 100 years, and 1,000 years. This one they normally ask in objective for this part here. Dekat, abad, alaf. But this one, mengikut zaman means follow era. This one your teacher will ask you to explain the meaning also. Sebelum Masehi, Masehi. When we say we want to name the wrong masa, it's either we say sebelum Masehi, SM or M. BC or C. BC means before the Christ, before the calendar. So how do you describe the meaning? Sebelum Masehi means what? Sebelum Masehi means? Masehi means what? After Jesus. Masehi means the born of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And how do you describe Jesus? Nabi Isa. So when you want to say sebelum Masehi, what is the meaning? Ialah sebelum kelahiran Isa. Nabi Isa. And then Masehi means selepas. Are you guys good? I'm teaching you how to memorize, yeah? Sebelum Masehi means before Nabi kelahiran Nabi Isa. Then Masehi means selepas kelahiran Nabi Isa. Are you guys good? So 1.3, I will say, okay lor. Can you read through on your own? I would like to focus more on 4, 5. Okay, I put red color pen because it's very important. I personally think that 1.4, 1.5, 6, 7 are more important. I personally, yeah. Personally. 1.1 also important lah, the very typical general thing the meaning of sejarah law. But a lot of students, they will forgot about 1.6 and 7. Are you guys good with this one? So far, so good? Okay, so right now, everybody, let's look at 1.4. Hey, 1.4, the sejarah, we already mentioned just now, the journey, sumber sejarah, got primer, secunda, and then the ciri-ciri, the characteristics, and the contoh-contoh. We mentioned just now. Is there any questions? Is there anything you want to ask before we move on to the 1.5? I'm not going to show the 1.4 example because just now, like literally just now, I show you the contoh soalan structure. I already show you. Okay? So I feel like that one you can handle on your own. Is it okay? Now, I want to look at kaedah. How did we research sejarah? We have 3 methods here. Can you see the word? Bertulis, lisan, archaeology. Now, I believe you guys remember the 3 method. But I think you all don't remember the meaning. And I think you guys don't remember the process. Or how do they do it? The process is the difficult part, I would say. Maybe most of you remember the archaeology one. Remember because the archaeology one got picture. In your textbook, in my nota, I go give you guys picture. I go give you guys picture like, archaeology bawah air and the tanah. Remember? Hello? Why so suddenly so quiet? Archaeology is the land. Hey, sorry. See, my Apple Pencil also scared. Archaeology got 2. The land and the water version. Then we show you the pictures, ma. So a lot of people, they actually remember archaeology, but they actually don't know the Bertulis and lisan. So shall we look at the question now? Everybody, I guess good? Can I move on to the question now? Now, let me adjust. The rest of you, I want you guys to look at the checklist. Okay? Now, for the latihan, if you are interested, right, you can look at page number 10. Is it 10? 11, sorry. Page 11. We are looking at the 3 kaedah. The 3 methods here. So what are the 3 methods? What are the 3? Look at the way how they ask you. You see, what you study in your textbook is this. I use my pointer, my mouse pointer. See, berikan 3 kaedah penyelidikan sejarah. What you read in textbook is all these keywords. But I want you guys to look at my question. 3 kaedah digunakan oleh sejarawan untuk mengkaji sesuatu peristiwa sejarah. This is the reason why I asked you guys to do latihan. You know why? Because the answer is still the same. Bertulis, lisan, archaeology. But the way they use, the way they ask you is different. See? The way they ask you is this. Your textbook, your textbook use this word, is called kaedah penyelidikan. But your question, they might not ask in the same way. They might ask you like, mengkaji, how do they, please give me the 3 methods to research about sejarah. Now you understand why I'm asking you guys to do questions? Because sometimes, yeah, it's true, you don't know the point, but you read the question and answer, you are also learning. But you look at the way how they ask you. Next one, guys. Bandingkan kaedah. Okay, they want you to compare. But this comparison is only 3 marks. Easy peasy lah. Basically, explain, no? Explain what is Bertulis, what is lisan, what is archaeology. Now, Bertulis is what? You go and research on something and you get the information from the sumber pahat dan ditulis. Pahat dan ditulis. Sorry. You go and refer to those information that is written and recorded by someone. written, recorded, or engrave. Dipahami is engrave. Okay. Now, lisan is you get information through interview. Archaeology is a scientific way to get information from the bahan tinggalan sejarah, from the past, all those sejarah records. Are you guys good with this one? So one is through the recordings, writing. Another one is the mobile interview, talking to people. Third one is scientific knowledge, that you do research from the bahan tinggalan sejarah. Example, you found a bone, research about it, use the scientific way. You found maybe food, or maybe some treasury box. Yeah, you can go and do the scientific research. Let them go and do the science checking experiment. Now, everybody, I want you guys to see the keyword there. Are you guys good with this one? Are you guys good with this one? Is there any questions? Now, if you guys are all good, we shall look at, now, by the way, they want you to compare this one here. This is actually asking you the maksud. Everybody, whatever you see in the part B is actually asking you the maksud. Maksud of all these kaidah. But you see the way how they ask you, they are not asking you directly. They just ask you, oh, can you please compare these three methods? Explain what is these three methods all about. But the one that you need to be careful is this. How did they do the kaedah bertulis? How did they use this kaedah bertulis to get the information? Remember, bertulis means what? Record. You need to go and find a record. You know, you get the information through the records. Can you simply find a record and say that, oh, this is the sejarah information, and then you just record it down and you go and include in your research report? You can't. So that's why you need to mengenal pasti sumber bagi sesuatu peristiwa. This is the processor. The processor. This question is basically asking you to process. So for kaedah bertulis, remember in this way. Kaedah bertulis, the record one. So number one, you need to identify, you need to confirm. Mengenal pasti. You need to confirm what are the things that you plan to research. Only you can go and find the information, ma. So you need to confirm first. Confirm, like you want to search about what? What issue, what peristiwa? Like you want to talk about Malacca history, what Malacca history? Okay, when? You need to confirm. And then you confirm already, you go and search. Now you search, guys. When you go and find all this when you go and find all those records, right? You need to make sure you receive it and then you approve. I mean, it is approved info. Point number 2, approve info. And you need to confirm. Confirm what you want, and you need to confirm that the information that you receive is approved. It's not like coming from a random website. Example, do you know that you Google search something is actually using kaedah bertulis? Yeah, you Google search ma. And you know when you Google search about the thing, they will give you different results one. So you need to make sure the result, the website, everything is legit, approved, is proven. Yeah. And then you collect the information data. And then you use the suitable tools to do your research report. And finally, you receive you analysis. Analysis means you research or analyze here. Everybody can see it's like these are the 5 steps. I not yet include the huraian. By the way, I didn't mention the huraian. I already got 5 marks. Are you guys with me? So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you just read the textbook, right, you find it very difficult. Wow, so many huraian. Oh my God, how? Oh. I'm not saying that you cannot write the huraian, but it's a lot. So you see, when you just read the textbook, you don't know what to read first. You don't know what to write first. That's why you can see, I give you guys the left-hand side here. You see, I give you guys the checklist. It's so that you know what to read. Or in fact, you don't need to read. Like you remember all these things, then you straight away jump to the question. Look at the answer. You are basically memorizing the answer. Like, it's like confirm legit got marks one. Better than you read the whole paragraph and then you suffering down there. Okay? Now you want to write some huraian for this one here also can. Some students, they worry, they say, teacher, I want to score more, can? Can. This one, will they ask in essay? Can. Yes, they will ask in essay. Okay? So you see, how I write this one is I will write, I will give 2 huraian only. So number 1 is the approved information. The approved information, where can you get it? You can say we can get it from museum. We can get it from perpustakaan. Correct? All this is like confirm one ma, got publisher one ma. So when we say that using the tools, can any one of you tell me we need to use what kind of peralatan? We can use what type of peralatan? Come on. Computer. Everybody, I guess, good with the kaedah bertulis? I guess clear. So you see, you give me this 5 huraian already. Then you give me additional 2 points here. You form the sentence. You form the sentence. That's all. That's the kaedah bertulis. Therefore, donkey and E is kaedah lisan. This is something extra. Donkey here, this is something extra. They say in the kaedah tulisan, sorry, in kaedah lisan, dalam kaedah lisan, tokoh yang dipilih untuk ditemu bual dikenali sebagai orang sumber. So you say we need to select a leader to interview. And the person that interviewed by you is called orang sumber. Now, what does it mean, orang sumber? Now, what is it sumber? We mentioned just now, sumber means what? Information, correct? So meaning they will give you information. But how they give you information? Based on what they saw and what they experienced. Pemerhatian means what they see, what they observe, and what they experience. Are you guys good with this one? So what they see, pemerhatian. What they experience. What they really, really go through. Now, when you want to interview someone, what's the stage or what are the langkah? Tahap means the process, this is another process. Another process question. So for lisan, very simple. Total, we got 3. 1, 2, 3. And the rest are all the huraian. Step 1, preparation. So example, you need prepare what? You need prepare who to interview lah. Walao. And also prepare the soalan, of course. Yeah, but I choose the tokoh because you really need to know who you interview. You like who is the guy that you need to interview to. Like it's not like you randomly you go and pull someone, go and interview ma. So you need to choose, decide, menentu. Step number 2, rakaman temu bual. Rakaman temu bual means record your whole interview session. So because it is recorded, it will be recorded. So the person that interview, example, like I'm the interviewer, I interview you guys, I need to prepare. I cannot go interview someone without a knowledge, with zero knowledge. It will be very dangerous. Later, like you tell me some random stuff, but I cannot identify, I will follow you. So the whole interview flow will be very messy. Are you with me? So example, guys, like you just imagine today, I come and interview something, okay? And then like, let's say I interview you guys about British, okay? So you guys tell me all your grandmother's story lah, grandfather's story lah, blah, 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 lah. So imagine I have zero knowledge. I couldn't have identified, I cannot differentiate what is the truth, what is the right thing, that you say, or maybe you just, sometimes we human, we like to overreact stuff. Like we will say something until like, wow, very, very, macam yes, tapi tidak, tapi bukan. They say until very short sendiri, but actually it's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I need to go in with preparation. I need to try my best to know as much as I can. Mengetahui, can you see the word? Mengetahui sebanyak mungkin. As much as I can. I guess good. Now, the third one is memproses rakaman. So after the interview, I got the recorded video so I go back and watch back the recorded videos and see what did I ask the question and what did the person answer. I need to edit it. Edit it. Based on the information the interviewer gave. And then I edit and collect the information data. This is your 1.5. Are you guys good? So far so good? Everybody, you can screenshot. I know it's a bit confusing here, but guys, you following, right? You may screenshot the answer. Can ah? Now, if you're done, press 1, guys. Come on. If you're done, you press 1. So that I know that you are good. You're done already. Okay, good. Now I shall move on to your 1.6. 1.6 and 1.7. Now, to be honest, 1.7, you guys should know what is it all about lah. Kepentingan sejarah. What's the importance of learning sejarah? You know your background. You'll be loving your country more. So 1.7 is important, but I feel like you guys can handle on your own. Okay? Kepentingan mempelajari sejarah for 1.7. Important. Now, 1.6 is the one that I a bit worried. So 1.6, you need to know what is tafsiran, the meaning of tafsiran. Explanation. Why we have different tafsiran, and what is the importance of the tafsiran, and even sometimes the teacher will ask you to give contoh. My teachers keep all their part okay, but can I explain a little bit about apakah tafsiran, and then the difference of tafsiran and the importance of tafsiran? Okay. Now, what is tafsiran? Tafsiran means explanation, explaining a fakta based on the information you have. Explaining. Okay? And then you will realize that different people got different explanation. Ui, you see, the same thing, peristiwa yang sama, tapi different people got different explanation. Just like what you learned previously, the tokoh sejarawan. The meaning of sejarah is actually the same, Everything that happened in the past, is sejarah, But why there are some leaders that still have different explanation? Correct? See, same incident but different explanation because, number one, the resources you have is different. The information, the source of the information you have is different. Okay? You have different opinion, different ideology, and the purpose of you writing it is different. The purpose of you writing this sejarah facts, research about the sejarah facts is different. The purpose of doing it is different. Are you good? Okay. Now, what's the importance of tafsiran sejarah? Why do we need to have like so many different people explaining the same thing? So that we are actually encouraging, okay? So that we encourage people to use different go and find out more information, basically. See, encouraging people to use berbagai sumber. Berbagai sumber me here. Because we don't want you guys to stick with like one information. Example, like when I say go and do research about Malacca City, don't just everybody go to do research with Google search. We want you guys to do something different. Number 2, we want to find more stronger proof. Find more proof. So you see, different generation, different technology. Okay, example, back then, you can find that back then people do research very difficult because we don't have technology, science, but now you guys have the science and technology. So you're able to research more and we find a stronger proof. And most importantly, we can value the same thing from different perspectives. The same issue, but different perspective. And we will be more open-minded and being more critical, have the critical mindset. Berpikiran terbuka and kritis. So I worry lah, some teachers, they may ask you in the structure or maybe objective questions. Be prepared. Objective question is asking everything. Okay? Now, is there any question for chapter 1? Is there anything you want to ask for chapter 1? Come on, everybody. So if you guys have no question, can you guys screenshot it down? Can you guys screenshot it down? Screenshot the thing. 3, 2, 1, everybody. Are you guys still there? Hang on there. Bear with me. Now, screenshot this already, everybody, just in case some of you, you want to screenshot the full page of the checklist. Now, you may do it now. 3, 2, 1, go. The one that I put star is I personally think that is important. And regarding the pandangan tokoh, remember, go to my YouTube channel there and watch the video. Very short video only. You can fast forward also. Okay? All good? So chapter 1, we done. Now, let's look at your chapter 2. Okay? Let's look at your chapter 2. Now, let me adjust. I need to adjust again. Haha. Now, your chapter 2, again, we need to use the question answer like this. So when you do the revision, right, you can use the answer like this. You lazy to copy down, then you just read the answer directly. Okay, now for chapter 2, right, to be really honest with you, I personally think I personally think that 2.2, 2.4, 5, 6 are important. I don't know what your teacher will ask, but just for, I mean, if you ask me lah, I will say focus these 4 subtopic more. 2.1, even if they ask normally lah, is in structure. The only thing they will ask in essay is this one, is the part B. Can you see that? So let me explain to you what is Ice Age all about. Zaman, air, batu, Ice Age. Now, when we talk about Ice Age, the beginning, the 2.1 is talking about the Earth. They do an introduction for all of you. So you need to know what is the meaning of geology, what is the meaning of paleontology, what is the process on how they form the Earth, how they form the Earth. Can you guys help me to write down there? The process on how they form the Earth is basically this one here. Write down, is the 6 map. Remember the world map? Remember in your nota, in your textbook, we got 6 world map, the Earth structure. I show you the picture in the beginning, all the land connected, and after that they separated. So remember that? Yeah, that is your Ice Age. So you need to know the process. I mean, that's the only thing, like if your teacher really want to test essay, that's the only thing they will test you the essay, which is on your left hand, on your right hand side here. You can have a look. Right hand side here, proses pembentukan physical bumi. Remember 6 map? So you need to give me the timing, the year. Total 6, right? Yeah. 650 million years ago, there's no living things. 390 million years ago, 390 million years ago, the water was plain. Tawa means plain, no taste, tasteless. So that's why we have the Ikan and amphibia. 195 million years ago, we have the Zaman Jurassic, which is the dinosaur. Yeah. So you see, 94 million years ago, dinosaur will start to extinct. 18,000 years ago, many animals start to exist. Example, you give me the example is an extra huraian. And lastly, today, the Earth, we have the land and the ocean. This is the questions they will ask you. Everybody, I guess, good with this one, part B? And then your teacher will also, since we talk about, you see, the final part, you see, just now we mentioned the earth. Today, we have the land and the ocean. So since we mentioned land, the ocean, and therefore your questions sometimes may ask you this. Objective or structure? Do it on your own. You need to know the land, the earth, split into land and ocean. So what are the land, the continent land, and what are the oceans? Apakah daratan dan lautan? Maksud selat and teluk. What is the meaning of straits and bay? So that's your 2.1. I guess all good with this one. Am I going to extend the class? As I say, it depends. Okay. Now, even I extend the class, you may leave earlier too. Because no matter how I will still recorded the video is still, the class is still ongoing. If you plan to leave early because of your, I don't know, maybe you got personal reasons, you may go first. But I will continue record. Are you guys okay? So, is there any questions here? Okay, it seems like very easy for you guys, right? 2.1, very direct. So let's look at 2.2, Ice Age. Now, Ice Age, of course, if you ask me, the most important question I will say is the chiri. You need to memorize because they might ask you. And you need to remember the name of the 4 stages. The name of the Ice Age, which is the question here, guys. Which is the question here now. Question B. 4 tahap. Trust me, got some of you, you confused already. You start to confuse with the, you start to mess up with the Prasejarah Zaman. Because 4 Zaman ma. The number is the same. It's also started with Zaman. So guys, you need to remember, Ice Age, everything ended with Sen. Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, Holocene. Sen. Are you guys good? So everything ended with Sen. So remember, 4 stages, 4 stage, MPPH. Are you guys good? Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, Holocene. Okay? Now, you need to tell me what is the chiri. Now, remember I teach you guys before, for those physical class students, can you guys tell me what is the characteristics? The basic one. When we talk about Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, Holocene, what are the first characteristics you need to remember? It's about the weather. Can you guys tell me in the beginning, what is the weather? Answer, guys. What do you remember in the beginning? Miocene is what? It's hot, guys. So if you don't remember, write it down. First is hot, panas and kering. Now listen, Pliocene is getting cooling. I repeat, okay, I should write like this. At first it's hot. Because like from Miocene slowly change to Plio. Mio become Plio, it has a process. So they're getting what? They're getting from hot, slowly become cold. Are you with me? It's not like they immediately become cold. Are you guys good? So like from hot become getting, okay lah, normal, warm, and then cooling. Wow, starts to become cold. Wow. At the end of the Pliocene is getting cold. It's like everything ice. That's how it works. And then for Pleistocene, they're getting warmer each day and slowly become hot. And that's why the ice melt. Are you guys with me? And lastly, Holocene is hot. Okay? Now, what I worry about is your teacher will ask you these 4 names and then they will ask you to explain the 4 stage. Now, if they really ask you to explain the 4 stage in essay, don't worry. They ask you to explain all so you just give me two characteristics. 2 characteristics, 2. Then you can get 4, total 8 marks already in exam. But sometimes your teacher don't ask you all. Sometimes your teacher asks you what? Explain the Miocene and Pliocene. What is the characteristics? This is the moment you need to explain like everything already. So this question is 6 marks here. So meaning your teacher is expecting you guys to give them 3 answer each. Of course, you can give extra. Are you guys with me? You can always give extra. So example, Zaman Myosen. Zaman Myosen, you need to tell me that in the beginning is hot and dry, panas and kering. And then they have the Gunung Ganang and mamalia and mamalia. We have mamalia animals. Hidupan di laut and air. This air is referring to the water at the river there. So there are some living things in the ocean and in the river. So total 3 marks here. If you ask me what I will memorize first, I will memorize panas and kering. Because I remember the weather is hot and dry. And because it's hot and dry, that's why we only have the Gunung Ganang. Not many living things. We do have living things, but only mamalia and some hidupan di laut and air. Not many of them. I guess good. Now, Zaman Pliosen. Now, Zaman Pliosen is getting colder. Cooling ma. So you need to see, you see the word how I describe penyejukan and pengeringan. Because it's a long process. So that's why I don't mention, sejuk. Sejuk is like immediately they become sejuk. No, it's like from hot, slowly become normal, warm, then slowly become cold. So it's a process. So you need to describe penyejukan. Okay, penyejukan. 1 mark, I will go for that. And if you ask me, I will go for the second one. I will say, because they're getting cooler ma. Not so hot already ma. So that's why you got grasses, savanna. And the animal starts to move. For me, I will go for this. 1, 2, 3. And of course, this is point number 4 and number 5. For me lah. So this is how I remember. Not so hot. It's getting cold. So we have the rumput savanna. Animals and plants, they start to move. Penghijrahan. How they move? How they move is this bridge. From the America Utara, they move to America Selatan. Through this bridge, Jambatan Darat Panama. And lastly, they form the Highland Grand Canyon. There's a lot of names you need to memorize. So for me, I will go for the 1, 2, 3. And the last one here is about Pleistocene. Zaman Pleistocene here. Pleistocene basically is like getting warmer and warmer each day, and they're hot. When the moment they become very hot, they will start to have glacier. So you need to tell me glacier. Why why they have glacier? Glacier means the ice melt. It's because they know how to do fire. And then there's a lot of new animal because it's getting warm. So we have more animals. Okay. And then the human starts to move around. Human starts to move around. Using the Jalan Darat. Using the mainland. Move around. Move to Australia. Sampai ke Australia. Do you guys still remember that? So you need to write all these things. So Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene. My suggestion, if you really cannot remember everything, it's okay. Start from 2. Start from 2 to 4 points. 2 to 4 chili. If start from 2 first. If okay, you can memorize more, then you go for 4. But that would be your maximum. Example like this one here got 5, right? I don't think you can memorize everything. 2, okay. 4, wow, susah already. You want to memorize all? It's a bit hard. But if you're able to memorize everything, go ahead. Cannot, then start from 2, then 4. Everybody, I guess, good with the Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, Holocene. 2.3 is about the timeline. Not very important. Normally they will ask in objective, so that's why I skip it. Okay, see, I give you the word skip. Skip means that you just do for objective lah. So be careful with the objective. 2.3. And then 2.4. 2.5 just now I give you guys the contoh already. Remember just now the contoh soalan. So please allow me to go through one example for 2.4 and one example for 2.6. 2.4, I a bit scared. I worry about this question here. Oh my god. You see my iPad jumping here and there. Sorry. So yeah, I'm looking at page number 16 here. this question, this particular question here. Okay, this is a common mistake that student will make. Yeah, it's about the ciri-ciri zaman air batu akhir. Okay, now, in your 2.4, your teacher will ask you about the Kesan glazer. You guys know what is glazer lah? Glazer means what? Temperature rise up, ice melted. So glazer means ice melt. So when the ice melt, let me write down. Air batu cair. Cair means melt. When we say the ice melt, what is the impact? The impact is we have more water and the temperature, it shows that the weather is not that cold. Are you guys with me? So when we say the ice melt, means when we say glazer, it means water level rising up, paras air laut meningkat, and it means cuaca tidak sejuk. That is what we call kesan glazer. I guess good. Now the second thing, what I worried the most is this. Put a big star there. Ciri-ciri zaman air batu akhir. Your exam question will ask exactly this question here. Ciri-ciri zaman air batu akhir. Can you please explain? Now this one here, a lot of students, they will confuse and they ended up give me the answer like cuaca panas. Because this is what the student always tell me. Zaman air batu akhir is ending. The end of the ice age is getting hot. So my answer will be, example, they will start to write suhu dunia terlalu panas. Paras air laut meningkat. Binatang mamut pupus. Manusia not meninggal dunia. I want to say he moved around. Penghidraan manusia. That's what the student always gave. And I want you guys to look at the answer. Look at the answer. Everything is about sejuk. It's about, you see, frozen. It's about snow. Why your answers like that? Why the answer is like, it's talking about the zaman sejuk. Why is all about sejuk? It doesn't make sense because they mentioned end of the ice age. So let me tell you a fun fact here. It's because of this word, ciri-ciri. Do you guys know what is the ciri-ciri means? Ciri-ciri means characteristics. In other words, characteristics. In other words means, what's so special? What's the special features? 特征. What's the special thing that causing like zaman air batu akhir is different from others? Characteristics are. Your character and other people's character is different, ma? Because this is something specially. Only you have this character. You know what I mean? So if you go back to this, guys, go back to this. Remember I teach you the way how to memorize the sequences. You need to remember. Look at the characteristics. Look at their characteristics of temperature, weather. You see, at first it's hot, then hot, cold, and then become hot again, and then hot. So what's the special characteristics we have during the 4 ice age year? The answer is cold. So basically the word zaman air batu akhir, the akhir is actually extra. Something extra, but your teacher just put inside your textbook. So ignore it. So just remember, focus on the word ciri-ciri. Ciri-ciri zaman air batu akhir, the ciri-ciri word, is telling you the special throughout the whole ice age. And we are going to the end of the ice age. What's so special about the ice age era? You need to tell me it's about the frozen timing. The water level frozen, water level is very low. All the islands and the land connected, and therefore the people can move around. The plants are short, and we only have grasses. We don't have tall trees. We have the mammoth, and normally all these animals live at the tanah pamas sejuk. Tanah pamas means flat land. Suhu sejuk, especially the Europe there, is covered by snow. Salji. Guys, this is something that you guys always missing out. Trust me, your friend will also did this mistake. So remember to tell your friend. The moment you see ciri-ciri zaman air batu akhir, remember, Chiri is talking about the special characteristics. So it's talking about sejuk. So you need to write everything about sejuk. Di tanah paman sejuk. Hidup secara nomad. Memburu binatang. It's everything about sejuk. So can I encourage you guys to write down this in your nota checklist? Sorry, in the checklist there. This checklist is page number 4. Go to page number 4 there. And go to this 2.4. 2.4 question number 2. And write down there, all these characteristics is sejuk. If you remember it's about panas, then it's salah. Read the notes over and over again. I guess good. And then the Chiri bumi, can you see? Chiri physical bumi is all frozen, covered by snow. So please, guys, remember this. Take a screenshot of this essay question here. What do you mean FASTBM? Which one FAFT? Wow. It's okay, your teacher teach you the way you follow lah. Physical bumi, aras laut, suhu bumi, tumbuhan. And then binatang? Binatang manusia. Chair. Yeah, you can remember the characteristics. But you need to remember the elaboration also, okay, my dear? Thank you for sharing. Now, some students, they say the teacher teach them the chiri is this. FASTBM. So the A is this. T, B, S, M, F. Okay, thanks for sharing. Wow, that's a good one. Okay, the last one before you go. I know you guys want to rest already. I also need some rest. Thank you for staying up so long. Now, guys, hang on there. 2.6. We are coming to the end. Come on, 2.6 here. Now, let's go to 2.6. The answer question is that 2.6, your teacher will ask you about a few things. Okay? They will ask you what is the meaning of maksud pentas Sunda. They will ask you to give me all the example of the area or the countries that exist at pentas Sunda today. Okay? Now, first thing first, what is pentas Sunda? Look at the map. This is pentas Sunda back then. And this is today Asia Tenggara. It's actually the same place. But remember, pentas. Pentas means stage. That's why it's big. Remember in this way, guys. Pentas is a stage. It's a stage. That's why the area is big. That's why you can see it's a big land. So how can it be so big? Because all the lands, no matter it's a high land, normal land, low land. Can you see pentas Sunda? Pentas Sunda ialah darat dan kawasan tanah rendah. And all the islands together, connected, it becomes a big land. So it is a big open land that connects all the land and the islands at Southeast Asia. Okay, now, it's the same thing. It's just that they use two different ways to describe. I guess good. The meaning of pentas Sunda. And you need to remember, because back then we are all connected. So that's why we got some similarities. So you see, kewujudan pentas Sunda, manusia tinggal di serantau Asia Tenggara berkongsi tamadun yang sama. We share the same cultural civilization. So what are the similarities? So you see, this is the similarities. Question number 3. The similarities is what? Number 1, kepercayaan. Keturunan. Bahasa budaya masyarakat. These are the similarities that we share. We share the same belief, kepercayaan, belief, background. What are the things that you believe? Background. Language, culture, budaya, bahasa budaya. Masyarakat means the society, which is the people. We share the same thing. And these are all the countries that are located at pentas Sunda. So Burma, Myanmar is considered one country. Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Semenanjung Tanah Melayu, Borneo, Singapore. You don't need to write all lah. Remember I told you 2 to 4. Memorize 2 to 4. Last one before you go is about what happened. What happened, what are the kesan perubahan zaman air batu di Asia Tenggara? As you all know, zaman air batu, right? Ice age. They causes a lot of changes. And now you need to know what are the changes to our Southeast Asia. Remember, this one is different. This one is talking about the changes. Guys, you all know that at the end of the ice age, what happened? What's the changes? It becomes hot. So that's why the impact is the citizen move around. Pergerakan manusia. Human move. We move around. Because not so cold anymore, ma. Number 2, water level rising up, confirm law. And number 3, because the ice melted law. And then the river starts to form, we start to form rivers and lake. Correct? Example like Selat Melaka, Teluk, Siam, Laut Jawa. And number 4, we have a lot of animals, mammalias, stay in our Southeast Asia. Okay, and then you remember it's 13%. 13, 13%. I guess good. There's some typo over here. Menenggelamkan. Toronggara. Yeah. Is there anything else? I think no. I guess good. So yeah, that's all for the chapter 1 and chapter 2. Please take note with the questions. Everybody, I understand some of you struggle with K-bar questions. So I give you all the example of the K-bar questions and answer. I put it in the QR code so that easy for you guys to read. Okay? And it's all relevant to chapter 1 and chapter 2. Oh, sekitaran. Thank you. Where? Here. Sekitarnya. Thank you. Okay? I guess all good? Can? So if you guys have no question, that's all from me today. For those of you who wants to screenshot your chapter 2 checklist, there you go. And the answer already provided to you. Please go to the link there and download the file, okay? Link 3. Okay, that's all from me today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. That's all from me today. Thank you, guys. God bless you all. Good luck for your exam. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow, Regine, you're asking me a very difficult question. I think we can discuss in another day. Because I need to stop recording it, or else later people know our conversation, Okay? So I stop first. Bye.